Hey everyone, welcome back to our QueenConvos channel. And right now, we're going to be talking about how to get in tune with your inner truth.
One of the things I like to do is, me personally, I like to refer to my inner truth, and we all have many different names for this, but I like to refer to her as my higher self. And for me, this is just the part of me that is so above everything I see here in the 3D, and that is most in tune and closest to God, our creator, the entity that knows the truth. I believe that somewhere inside of me, there is something that knows these truths as well, even if I can't see them. And so I refer to it as my higher self. And that's just something that resonates with me. And one of my favorite things to do is I like to try to see myself, because I believe my higher self sees me as a perfect being, sees my potential, sees all that I'm capable of, knows my power, even when I, here in a 3D, can't even imagine the things that are in store for me. So especially when I'm feeling down or even when I'm feeling good, I just make it a point to take a time out and just try to see myself from her eyes, capital Her, eyes, and see that that I am a beautiful being inside and out, and I am capable, I'm smart, and just all these things that, probably all our life we've heard something different. I like to take a minute and look through the eyes of not everybody else that's judgy, but look through the eyes of the person that loves me the most. And that should be me. That should be you. You should be the person that loves you the most. And so I call it I like listening to songs and making them about me, or my higher self, as if my higher self were singing to me, I just want you to know that I love you, and things like that. And write love letters to yourself from your higher self. I think it's just a good way to be in tune and get in touch with something higher, better, smarter, has more truth than yourself.
As Queen Renee was talking, it got me thinking. One of the quotes that I made was, if you have a problem, I think one of the videos that we did, we talked about if you have a problem, you want to stop looking for advice, seeking advice from other people, to learn how to go in and get your answers there. Now, one of the things that I've been doing to really get in tune with my inner truth is, if I have a problem, I'm talking to myself as if I was a friend, and what advice I would give to that friend who's in the same situation. Because the advice that I'm going to give my friend is going to be, number one, I'm going to pep talk her. Number two, I'm going to look at her like she has done nothing wrong. I don't know the whole situation, so I'm going to just be biased, right? And so I'm going to pep talk and basically give her the I don't know, the pep that she needs to know that she is doing the right thing. It's okay. It's okay to feel like this. It's just something that's going to work itself out. It's going to end up being fine. And so when you do that with yourself, if you have a problem and you go inside and talk to yourself like you were your friend, you're going to find your inner truth. You're going to find the answers to the problem. It sounds weird. It's not like we're saying, or I'm saying, talk to yourself like you're having conversations like you have multiple personalities. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I mean. What I'm saying is, go inside, and what would you say to your friend? That's where your truth is going to be. That's where the answer is going to be. The truth, your truth, is going to be there, and then the answer is going to come as well. So it's really like two birds with one stone. I think that's something that you could do to find your inner truth when you do have a problem. And then it also will help you practice and make a habit of going inside and finding the answers there, because you already have all the answers. We know this. You just sometimes need to step out of that box and look outside of the box, and look at it that way.
For me, as far as my inner truth or knowing, I've gotten to the point I can't talk to people about stuff. I might have like one or two people that I just express what I might be feeling, but I don't even want their opinions most of the time. I feel like I have more peace and confidence as far as knowing what to do when I don't have so many different opinions about a topic or, whatever's going on. I think, I don't want to use the word isolating, but isolating yourself to a degree where you just get in tune with your thoughts, how you're feeling, and how you want a situation to go. I think that's really important. And I think the first thing a lot of people do when they have a problem, they go run and tell somebody. And then it almost like amplifies whatever is going on. Whereas if you just sit with it yourself, most of the time you might not have all of the answers, but you have an idea as to what you need to do or not do. And sometimes what you need to do is not do anything. But I think we're so, and I don't know where it comes from. I don't know if it's a society or what, but it's like we have to go tell people our problems and we have to keep talking about them. And we don't have confidence that we can figure something out ourselves. So that, I think for me, getting in touch with my inner truth or knowing it's really processing things by myself.
I forgot how you worded it, but when you were saying like you should talk to yourself like as if you were talking to your best friend, right? So I was just just thinking about it, and I was like, well, yeah, that's a really good point, because we could be so critical on ourselves sometimes, and because we're our own worst enemy. Like people, women, whatever, can be their own worst enemy when it comes to that. But I think like that saying, even that saying alone, is just such programming that we have to really try to get rid of, because we've been hearing that since we were a child, like, oh, you're your worst own enemy. And so that's where I think knowing that inner truth or your higher self, whatever, no, you're your own best friend. I mean, so that's when I hear things like that, I just, immediately want to put them out of my head, because this is your reality. And in my reality, I'm not my own worst enemy. I'm my own best friend. I love myself as my higher self does. And so I think that's important to really connect with that inner truth.
I like that. And that made me think of something else too, is your imagination is your truth. So everything that you desire, anything that you have a desire for, that is your truth. That is like, oh, I don't like this, I want this. That's your truth. So instead of paying attention to circumstances and what's happening outside, what's happening in your 3D, you have to slam the door on it and be like, nope, we're not doing this, and persist in the fact that your truth is in your imagination. It's everything that you want. It's everything that you desire. So keep coming back to that. Every time that you something, again, unfavorable happens, or a negative circumstance, tell yourself again, no, that's not my truth. That's not the truth. And then go back and live in it, and live in your imagination. And that is your truth. That is, even though it's not in front of you, even though it's not actually physically happening right now. It's still your truth. And that's what it, and the more you persist in it, that's when it's going to show up. But if you try and think about it and imagine it, and then your ego jumps in and goes, oh, that would never happen. It's not going to happen like that. And then logic steps in and is like, that could never possibly happen. No, that's when you want to slam the door on that shit and just go straight into your imagination. That is your truth. That is your reality. It's going to be a reality. Bada bing, bada boom, slam that shit. Please make sure to hit that bell button, like, share, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next one.